Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge Training Program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cup Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, and that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game. It's so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Go.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at PSMSports.com.
Welcome to SummitCitySports.com. We are live from Kilmer Court here on the campus of Snyder High School, getting ready for a rivalry early matchup here between the Northrop Bruins and the Snyder Panthers. Both these teams come in at 5-0 in SAC play, and the winner really has a good shot at potentially contending for an SAC championship. Aiden North here with your play-by-play. Oscar Harrison on camera. Great to have you join us on this early Friday girls basketball action. Normally this would be a 6 o'clock start, but because of the IU Oregon game tonight got pushed up an hour, so the girls game will be at 5. The boys game will follow at around 6:45, or about 20 minutes after the conclusion of this game. Great to have you join us in this marquee matchup between the Snyder Lady Panthers, who are coming in 12-5, and the Northrop Lady Bruins coming in at 8-6 overall. Snyder Panthers led in scoring by Janiah Cooper, averaging 18.5 points a game and 7.1 rebounds a game. The Panthers were supposed to play in a Noblesville Holiday Tournament, but that got canceled. So they brought the two teams who were available, Norwell and Valpo, and brought them here instead. They beat a really good Norwell team 73-61, and they lost to Valpo 46-56 for one of their 5 losses. And the game against Norwell, Janiah Cooper, 33 points against Norwell. So the Snyder Panthers really want her to get going if they want to have a shot to pull this off. Both these teams have yet to play Homestead, who is also 5-0 in conference play. So winner here will have a good shot at potentially contending for the SAC crown. As for the Northrop Lady Bruins, coming in at 8-6, 5-0 in conference play. Led in scoring by Swin Jackson, averaging 15.7 points a game, 6 rebounds a game, as well as Kayla Williams-Thomas, 16.3 points a game and 5.2 rebounds a game. Williams-Thomas stepped up for Swin Jackson, as Swin Jackson was out for a good chunk of the year with an ankle injury. And so now that she's back, the Bruins looking for a big game for both of those two ladies if they were going to want to pull out this rivalry matchup. We'll take a timeout and be back for the action here on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Welcome back to SummitCitySports.com. Getting ready for the start of this boys-girls doubleheader rivalry matchup between the Snyder Panthers and the Northrop Bruins. Starting lineups here. First, we're going to have the Northrop Bruins, the visitor team, on the scoreboard. Leading off for the Bruins, number 2, senior Olivia Rice, averaging 6.1 points a game. Had 10 points last time out against Whitco for the Bruins. Number 3, Briley Day, a senior, averaging about 8.1 points a game. Number 5, Kayla Williams-Thomas, 16.3 points a game for the Bruins. Number 12, Marin Wiss, averaging 4.6 points a game. And then number 25, Swin Jackson, the senior, averaging about 15.7 points a game. And the Bruins are coached by Coach Katie Jackson, 72-34 in her 5th year at the school, 112 and 116 in her 11th year overall. Now for the Snyder Panthers. Number 1, junior Miley Hurst, averaging 2.8 points a game with 2.4 steals a game. Number 11, Mackenzie Carter, a sophomore, 8.2 points a game, 3.4 rebounds a game. Number 23, Izzy Eke, junior, averaging 9.1 points a game. And then the leading scorer, number 24, Janiyah Cooper, sophomore, who's averaging 18.5 points a game. And then the freshman starting, Mackenzie White, averaging 11 points a game. The Snyder Panthers are coached by Coach Reggie Thorpe, 68-25 in his 4th year at the school. And this Snyder team is looking real young and real sharp. Only 1 senior on the roster for the Snyder Panthers squad, but primarily run a lot of sophomores, juniors, and a couple freshmen sprinkled in there, as you see Mackenzie White getting the start for the Snyder Panthers. Snyder Panthers definitely have a lot more size than this Northrop Bruins team, and it'll be interesting to watch to see how this Lady Bruins squad will be able to score on the inside. About ready for tip here from Snyder High School, and we are underway, and Snyder wins the tip, and Miley Hurst gets the ball to start things off for the Panthers. Hurst, top of the key, gives it over to Cooper. Cooper has had a lot of looks from D1 schools. He's going to hand it off over to Hurst. Hurst back to the top of the key, gives it off to Eke. Eke spins, drives inside, gets a double team by Wiss, gives it back off to Hurst. Hurst driving back inside, and looks like the Bruins kind of in a 3-2 zone, or actually 2-3 zone. It looks like trying to keep the ball from getting inside. 3 on the way by Mackenzie Carter. Can't get it to go. It's rebounded by Cooper. Cooper gets it inside to White, and White gets it stripped away. That was Swin Jackson. Swin Jackson gives it over. Up ahead to Wiss. Wiss pulls the 3 ball. Can't get that to fall. Ball loose, and it's going to go out of bounds. Let's say Northrop basketball. Swin Jackson is the daughter of Coach Katie Jackson, who is a part of a very talented family. All 3 of her brothers and sisters, Jalen Jackson, and then the Jackson twins at Butler. A block by Janiyah Cooper as Olivia Rice tried putting it up, but Cooper with the block. 7:03 left here, 0-0 ball game. Cooper has it right wing. Guarded closely there by Briley Day. Day hands it off. They get off to Hurst, back over to Carter, and Carter is going to get called for a travel. Carter tried the pump fake, but accidentally took a step before a dribble, and that will turn the ball over to the Bruins. Wiss gets the play call over from her coach, Katie Jackson, as she crosses the timeline. Reggie Thorpe giving out instructions as they're trying to do a little trap defense here. Wiss gets it up to Williams-Thomas, who gets it over to Jackson, who pulls the 3 ball. Can't get that to go. It's brought in by Mackenzie White. Big asset on the glass, 6.3 rebounds in the game. The Panthers look at have it in transition. Hurst gets it over to Eke, who pulls the 3 ball. Can't get that to fall. And it's rebounded inside by White, and she's going to get fouled. Actually, it's an offensive foul. So it'll be Northrop basketball. Looked like a little player control foul. Bodied her way inside. Too much arm there. And it's still 0-0 here in this rivalry matchup. Wisk has to bring it across the timeline. She does. She gets trapped immediately. Gets it over to Rice. Rice swings it over to Jackson. Jackson's going to pull the 3 ball, and it's good. So when Jackson gets on the board first for the Northrop Bruins, and the Bruins take a 3-0 lead. They get it inside immediately to White. White can't get the bucket to fall. She gets on her own rebound, but can't get the second chance opportunity to go. So Northrop with an opportunity. Northrop really needs to be strong from three-point line. Last time against Whitco, only 27% from beyond the three-point line. This time Rice is going to pull the 3 ball. She shoots it long. It's brought in by Carter. Carter going to push it up ahead, gives it off to Hurst. Hurst up ahead, finds Eki. Eki can't get the bucket to fall, and it is brought in by Briley Day. Snyder can't get any buckets to fall here early. Shot up by Williams-Thomas, gets it to fall, and one. Taylor Williams-Thomas will head to the free throw line for the N1. Miley Waring will check in for the Bruins, as Williams-Thomas has the N1 to come. Lets it fly. It's off the back of the iron. No good. And Panthers come away with it. Snyder looking for an answer. They've struggled offensively here early. 5 minutes left here to play in the first. Hurst swings it over to Cooper. Cooper drives inside, takes the shot, and it is long, and it's going to go off on White, so it'll stay Northrop basketball. Snyder has really looked flustered offensively here early. Jackson draws a double team, gets it over to Wiss. Snyder trying to trap Northrop here, and we're going to have a jump ball here. It'll stay Northrop possession as Snyder tied it up. .5-0. Northrop leads 5 with 4:45 left here. Snyder really trying to fluster the Northrop offense here, and ball goes off on Snyder. They break the press, and good ball movement. Swin Jackson's going to pull the 3 and hits it and one. Swin Jackson, 6 points here, an opportunity to make it a 4th. Foul is on Mackenzie Carter. Be here first. Gracie Smith will check in for Snyder. Jackson lets it fly, and it's short. So it'll stay an 8-0 ball game. Northrop leads. Snyder has Homestead next week. Northrop will end the season playing Homestead. And Homestead's at Southside this week as Cooper drives inside, can't get the bucket to fall, so she'll be at the free throw line for the foul shot. Foul's going to be on Waring. But we'll keep an eye on the Southside Homestead game. That should be a good boys game to follow. Again, we'll have the Northrop versus Snyder boys game after this. About 20 minutes at the conclusion of this one. Cooper missed the first shot. Can she get some points on the board for the Panthers? And she does. So now Snyder makes it an 8-1 ball game with about 4 minutes left here. Northrop breaks the press immediately. Tried getting inside to Waring, and Waring is going to get tied up, so it'll go Panthers basketball.
Jump ball possession, Snyder.
So Snyder opportunity here. They've really struggled figuring out a way to get the ball in the basket offensively. They get it to Hurst, who gives it off to White, gives it off to Cooper. Cooper, step back 3 and nails it. Janaea Cooper 3 ball makes it 8-4. As Bruins break the press again, they get inside of Wiss. Wiss puts it up, no good. Ball's going to be tipped out by Snyder, so it'll stay Northrop basketball. Northrop trying to go a little fast tempo to try to break this half-court trap that Snyder's putting on them. 3:42 left here, 8-4. As Williams-Thomas drives inside, gets the bucket to fall. Nice take there by Williams-Thomas. She's up to 4. And the two main scorers for Northrop are leading the way. 6 points for Swin Jackson, 4 points for Kayla Williams-Thomas. They need them to keep going if the Bruins want to pull this one out. White gets it over to the corner. 3 on the way by Gracie Smith, no good. Gets the offensive rebound is Mackenzie White, and she'll go to the free throw line. White has been dominant on the glass as a freshman, the 6-foot freshman, averaging 6.3 rebounds a game and 11 points a game. So she's been a big asset for the Snyder Panthers. The free throw line this year, 54% from the charity stripe as she knocks down the first. One more to fly. And can't get the second one to go. Offensive rebound by Cooper. Cooper puts it up too strong. This time Waring gets the rebound, and Cooper's going to get called for the over the back foul. First foul on Janaea Cooper. One more foul for Snyder will put Northrop at the free throw line for the rest of the quarter. .309 here left on the clock. Williams-Thomas hands it over to Wiss. Wiss guarded closely by Hurst. Back over to Williams-Thomas. Williams-Thomas inside and had Jackson there. Jackson slipped and fell, and Snyder's going to take possession. Cooper going to try to push it in transition. Pulls it back, and she's going to pull the 3-ball herself, and it's off the back of the iron, no good. And the Northrop Bruins come away with it, rebounded by Rice. Rice gets it up to Williams-Thomas, gives it back to Swin Jackson. Jackson thought about pulling it from the logo, decides against it, drives inside, loses it, but Waring is there. Can't get the bucket to fall, though. Good opportunity there by Waring to get a bucket, but just missed it. Iziaki's going to drive inside. That got poked away. Ball is on the floor, and we're going to have a jump ball. So Northrop's going to have possession here. Iziaki with a nice opportunity to drive inside, but that got poked away. Riley Day checks back in for the Bruins. .10-5 here, 2:25 here left in the first quarter. They get it inside to Jackson. Jackson over to Wiss. Wiss pulls the 3-ball and nails it. Marion Wiss with the 3-ball, and she is up with her first points of the game, and Northrop's going to force a turnover. Snyder has not been able to do anything offensively, and you got to credit Northrop's defense to that. They're running a 2-3 zone, and it has, and Snyder struggled to get the ball inside, which they do really well, and they've missed a lot of opportunities, shots offensively. And actually, it's going to be a foul on Iziaki, so that's going to send Kamaya Moore to the free throw line, who checked in. So 2 shots on the way for Kamaya Morris, as Northrop is in the bonus for the rest of the way. Morris on the year, averaging 3.2 points a game, and is 43% from the free throw line. Lets the second one fly, and that's off the back of the iron, no good. Cooper gets the rebound, so 0 for 2 from the free throw line is Morris. So Snyder really needs an opportunity to figure out a way to score some points. Miley Hurst has it right wing, guarded closely by Wiss. Gives it over to Morris, who they give it off to White. White swings it over to Neves, who checks in for the first time for the Panthers, and we're going to have a foul on the floor. Foul is on Wiss. That's going to be her first foul. .13-5, 1:42 left here. Cooper inbounds it over to Hurst at the top of the key. Hurst swings it over to Gracie Smith. Smith drives inside, puts up the shot, and gets it to fall. Gracie Smith averaging 6.9 points on the year And she makes it a 13-7 ball game, 125. Hurst with the steal. Hurst puts it up, can't get it to fall. Might have been a push there by Williams-Thomas, and Williams-Thomas lost it. So another little ball don't lie moment. It looked like Williams-Thomas may have fouled Hurst there on the steal. So Snyder will stay possession after Williams-Thomas lost it. Riley Day checks back in for the Bruins with 1:18 left here. They get it to Cooper on the left wing, who gives it over to Gracie Smith. Smith back over to Hurst at the top of the key. Hurst over to Neves. Neves gives it to Cooper. Cooper with a Euro and hits it. Janae Cooper up to 6 here early. Makes it 13-9 as they get it inside to Jackson. Jackson can't get it to go. Get off to Morris. Morris got stripped away by Cooper, and Cooper's going to run it in transition. Janiyah Cooper puts it up, can't get the bucket to fall, and Northrop comes away with it. And Swin Jackson going to pull it back up ahead now to Rice. Rice kicks it out. 3 on the way by Day, no good. It's offensive rebound, goes to Northrop. Williams-Thomas drives, can't get the bucket to fall. And White comes away with the rebound. Now Hurst going to push it with 26 seconds left. Takes it herself and can't get the bucket to fall. A lot of those have not gone Snyder's way. And we stay 13-9, 18 seconds left. And Coach Jackson telling her team to slow it down, take the last shot here. Williams-Thomas with 10 seconds left. They're going to give it to Swin Jackson. Jackson over to Rice. Rice to Williams-Thomas. 2 seconds on the clock. Jackson pulls the 3 ball, hits it at the buzzer. Swin Jackson ends the quarter with the 3 ball. 9 points here early for Swin Jackson as Northrop has a 16-9 lead as we go to the second. Let's take this time to thank some of our sponsors that make these broadcasts possible here on SummitCitySports.com. Big Eyed Fish, been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook page for up-to-date promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment. Tom Steel Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They'll help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. At Ottenwiller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process. From bid to build, visit OttenwillerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. Jolly Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping you defend the accused from the government. Whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is the answer. Sequoia Cleaning Restoration, providing top-notch commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu to learn more. Specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit tjwindustrial.com. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Labor's District Council and affiliated local unions. We are LIUNA. Earn your edge this season. Parkview Sports Medicine's Edge Training Program maximizes your performance to help you reach your goals and engage to the next level. Visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com/edge to learn more. And tonight's broadcast brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on X at 260 Sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Great to have you join us here, Aiden North and Oscar Harrison here from Snyder High School for this first game of the SAC Boys-Girls doubleheader of the new year. And it's a rivalry one here in a very exciting matchup in this girls game. Both these teams coming in 5-0 in SAC play and kind of help control their own destiny. Both these teams still have Homestead left on the year, so a win here will help their case en route to an SAC crown. Little clock issue, it looked like, so Snyder will take possession here as they are looking for an answer. They have really struggled offensively. Janaea Cooper leading the way with 6 points for the Panthers. Other than that, it's been all Swin Jackson and Williams-Thomas for the Bruins. As Hurst turned it over, Williams-Thomas with the steal. Williams-Thomas going to drive, take it herself, stops, pops, can't get the shot to fall, and Waring couldn't get the rebound to go, and it'll go Northrop way. Hurst stops, and we'll get the bucket to fall, and Hurst is going to get her first bucket of the ball game, and it'll be 16-11 now. Hurst playing some tight defense, gives it over to William-Thomas. William-Thomas is going to step back. Looks like Snyder going to let her shoot it here. Long two in and out. Rebounded by Cooper. Cooper's been on the glass a lot tonight here early. Has not been able to get a lot of buckets to fall, though. 3 on the way by Neves. Neves can't get the bucket to fall. Shot is going to be no good by White, who got the offensive rebound. She's done a great job on the offensive glass. Just has had no points, nothing really to show for it. 1 point on the free throw early on. Looks like they're going to call the foul underneath. Foul was on number 5 for the Bruins. That's Kayla Williams-Thomas. So Panthers to inbound with 7 minutes left here. Miley Hurst has it left wing. She gives it over to Dorian Neves, a freshman, who gives it over to Gracie Smith. Smith over to Hurst. Hurst thought about pulling it, drives herself, and got it poked away by Williams-Thomas, but it's brought in by Gracie Smith. Smith gives it back over to Neves. Neves dribbles it, gets it inside to White. White puts it up, and she's going to get fouled. Mackenzie White, big body inside, and I think that's what Northrop's trying to do, is trying to eliminate the ball from her hands. And she's had a couple opportunities here to knock down some shots and hasn't quite knocked down a shot from the field yet. So another opportunity to add to her total. That's her second point from the free throw line, and adds a chance to add her third. Couple subs coming in. Maddie White checks in for the Panthers. And Sanaya Kimbrough checks in for Northrop. White lets it fly, and we're going to have a lane violation on Snyder, so it'll be Northrop basketball automatically. So it'll be 4-point ball game. Northrop leads 16-12 here. Williams-Thomas guarded by Cooper. He's going to get a screen by Waring. Waring is going to roll, but gets it, but Williams-Thomas missed the shot. Waring was there, though, to put it up and in, though. Miley Waring, 2 points here early. It's 18-12. 3 on the way by Cooper off the front of the iron, no good. Williams-Thomas going to push for the Bruins. Williams-Thomas over to Jackson, back to Williams-Thomas. Jackson from way downtown, can't get the shot to fall. It's rebounded by White. White pushes it up ahead to Cooper. Cooper going to drive herself, spins and Euros, and will be heading to the free throw line for a pair. Waring's going to get called for a foul. That'll be her second foul, I believe. So Janaea Cooper heading to the charity stripe for 2 shots. 74% from the free throw line, and she nails the first. Cooper up to 7 here. Ziaki checks back in as Mackenzie White's going to take a seat. Second one on the way and good by Janaea Cooper. 8 points here early for the sophomore forward. 5:42 here left as Jackson drives, and she's going to get fouled on the floor after she tried faking a little pass there. That'll be on Gracie Smith, her first foul for the Panthers. 18-14. Northrop leads. 5:35 left here as Waring is going to get fouled by Maddie White. Snyder playing a little physical, really physical defense, and can spin a little bit out of control at times here. As Northrop will stack off the inbound, and Cooper's going to poke it away off the inbound. So Cooper an opportunity to cut this lead to a 1-possession game. Shot up and no good by Iziaki. It's brought in by the Bruins, and Swin Jackson's going to bring it up for Northrop. She's guarded closely by Gracie Smith. Spins away, gets a screen by Waring, gives it off to Wiss. Wiss on the left wing, 3 points here early. She's going to hand it off to Olivia Rice. Rice pulls the 3 ball. That's long, and it is brought in by Maddie White. Maddie White pushes it up ahead of Janaea Cooper. Cooper up to Mackenzie White, who checks in. Mackenzie Carter, who checks in. They give it back to Cooper. Cooper from the free throw line fades away, no good. And Swin Jackson comes away with the rebound, 4:44 left here. 18-14, Bruins lead. Swin Jackson thought about getting a screen by Waring. Does, and she's going to get tripped up by Smith. And we're going to have a foul on Smith. This Snyder half-court trap has really flustered Northrop, and Coach Katie Jackson needs to talk it over with her team. And we will also take a timeout and be back here with more action from Snyder High School here on SummitCitySports.com.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Back here on SummitCitySports.com, 18-14. Northrop leads here early on Snyder. Snyder has been the favorite coming into tonight, but Northrop has held their ground. 18-14, nice drive by Rice, getting around the defender, and she's going to get fouled by Janaea Cooper. That'll be Cooper's second foul. So Olivia Rice can be heading to the free throw line for the Bruins, averaging 6.1 points a game here, as she knocks down her first of the ball game. And from the free throw line, 53% from the charity stripe. 4:24 left here, 19-14. Bruins lead as Olivia Rice lets the second one fly, and good. Makes her up to 2 points here with 4:20 left. Snyder down 6, trying to get this offense going. Carter gives it to Cooper. Cooper tried giving it back to Carter, but Carter cut already. But Brooklyn Robinson was there, who checks in. She checks in for the first time. Gives it off to Mackenzie Carter. Carter spins, pulls it back, and she is going to travel. Should have gave it to Cooper a little bit earlier and would have avoided that travel call. And it's been a little bit sloppy for Snyder here. 4:03 left, 20-14. Northrop leads. Swin Jackson drives, pulls it back, gives it off to Briley Day. Briley Day back over to Swin Jackson. Jackson back to Day. Day thought about pulling it. She's going to drive inside herself, puts up the shot, can't get it to fall. No foul called, and White comes away with the rebound. Snyder trying to get the ball inside to Mackenzie White or Janaea Cooper. And White, they've done a good job of getting it to White and drawing fouls. White's just not been able to knock down many shots from the field as White knocks down her third free throw. Kayla Williams-Thomas checks back in after a quick breather for Northrop. Again, Mackenzie White shooting 72% from the field, but has not really gotten anything to fall here tonight as Janaea Cooper gets the rebound. Eziaki puts up the shot and gets it to fall. Eziaki with her first points of the ball game. 20-17, Northrop leads. Williams-Thomas drives, gets bumped, but it hits the shot to fall anyways. 6 points here for Kayla Williams-Thomas. 22-17, Northrop leads. Hurst over to Eki. Eki gives it over to Robinson. Robinson thought about pulling it and gives it off, and we're going to have a 5-second call, or a travel call, actually. It'll be Northrop basketball. It's been a sloppy on Snyder's end offensively. That's going to be something Coach Thorpe's going to have to talk to his team about. Good cut there by Swin Jackson. She puts up the shot and gets the and one to fall. Swin Jackson heading to the free throw line for the and one opportunity. She's up to 11 here early. Has an opportunity to attack on her 12th. Gracie Smith checks in for the Panthers as it's 24-17. Bruins lead. Jackson lets it fly, no good, and it's going to be brought in by her. She gives it off to Williams-Thomas, who's going to pull it back, gives it off to Swin Jackson on the cut, over to Rice. Rice back over to Williams-Thomas. Williams-Thomas drives herself, and she's going to get fouled, so she'll be heading to the charity stripe for a pair. Snyder really been physical offensively, has allowed Northrop to be at the free throw line a lot tonight. Williams-Thomas has done a nice job driving inside and makes the most of it. She has 6 buckets, or 6 points from that. She can't knock down the first free throw, though. So one more left to fly for the senior, Williams-Thomas. It's up, and it rolls in off the back of the iron. 25-17, 2:33 left here. Next foul for Snyder will send Northrop to the free throw line, vice versa for the Bruins. Cooper is going to drive inside over to Gracie Smith, who pulls the long three, and that's off the back of the iron, no good. Swin Jackson with the rebound. Jackson looking to push, and she's going to pull it back. Gracie Smith's been playing good defense on her as the Panthers are trying to mitigate Swin Jackson because she's the big line of offense for this Bruins team. Williams-Thomas tried driving, and she's going to get called for a travel. Good cutoff there by the Panthers to prevent Williams-Thomas from getting inside. Williams-Thomas really likes to take the ball inside, and that time it did not work. So 25-17, Panthers looking for some points. They get it to Cooper. Cooper over to Smith. Smith is going to get it stolen away by Briley Day. Briley Day pushes it back, gives it off to Swin Jackson. She got fouled, actually. That might have been all ball by Gracie Smith. We'll take a look at that on the Anderson Heat and Air Conditioning replay as Swin Jackson's going to be heading back to the free throw line. So here it is on the Anderson Heat or Air Conditioning. Actually, Brooklyn Robinson's going to be called for the foul. Yeah, it looks like maybe a little bit of hand contact there from Robinson as Jackson knocks down the free throw. Makes it a 9-point ball game. Bruins came here to play tonight. Or little, and hits it. It's a little bit earlier start for both these teams. Game got moved up because of the IU-Oregon game. So girls playing at 5. Boys game will follow approximately 6:45, or about 20 minutes at the conclusion of this one. 1:30 left here, and Wiss is going to be called for the foul. Marion Wiss is going to send Mackenzie White back to the free throw line. Will be Wiss's second foul. So this time, both teams in the bonus the rest of the time in the second quarter. First free throw, no good off the front of the iron for Mackenzie White. And Kamaya Morris checks in for the Bruins. And Miley Waring checks back in for Northrop. So White's second free throw, up and good. And cuts it to a 9-point lead for Northrop. All of White's free throw or points have been at the charity stripe, so 4 points here for Mackenzie White. 1:20 left here. Northrop looks to extend their lead. Williams-Thomas is going to slow it down for Northrop. Coach Katie Jackson giving directions here for how she wants her team to respond. Robinson guarded closely Williams-Thomas, and we're going to have a 5-second call. Got to do something with it. You can't just dribble it in the same spot. That's the way to get around having no shot clock in Indiana high school basketball. So it will be Snyder basketball after the turnover. So under a minute left to play for Snyder to get some points here. Hurst gives it over to Smith. Smith back to Hurst. Hurst, top of the key. Tries getting it inside to Cooper, and she threw it a little long. Janiah Cooper's has not had the ball a lot tonight. 8 points here She's been the dominant force for this Snyder team. And she has struggled with only 8 points here. She leads the way for the Panthers, but you got to think Reggie Tharp wants to get the ball more in her hands. 30 seconds left here. Bruins looks like they're going to be content settling for the last shot unless they get a good look here. And they do. Day pulls the 3 ball. That's long, and it's brought on, rebounded by Morris. Morris gets it out to Jackson with 20 seconds left on the play clock. Williams-Thomas is going to pull it out, direct some traffic. She's looking for Jackson, gets it to Jackson, who gives it over to Waring. Waring over to Williams-Thomas. Williams-Thomas, 5 seconds on the play clock, gets it over to Jackson. Jackson gives it to Morris. Morris is going to give it back to Jackson, pulls the 3 ball, no good. Morris had an opportunity to go up, gives it off to Jackson instead, and we will head to half with the Bruins up 27-18. So we'll take a break and be back with some stats and more action here on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
Developed for athletes of all sports, PSM's Edge Training Program is a personalized, high-intensity experience designed to help you outperform the competition. Whether you're looking to enhance your speed, strength, power, agility, or overall fitness, our expert training staff will build a program that adapts to your schedule while maximizing your overall performance. Now accepting athletes 12 years old and up. Get started today. Schedule your free evaluation at psmsports.com/edge.
I started playing football when I was 4 years old in the Cup Football League at Leo. My freshman year of high school, I really started to notice that there was something different about how I played compared to what some other people were playing like. So then I started to develop more. I started to see the results, and then being able to go to Iowa was a big opportunity for me. Being able to train here at PSM has really given me an edge over my competitors. Working on my speed, and that's the name of the game nowadays, is who's the fastest guy on the field. Being able to put my body in different positions to allow me to be in the best position during the game is so important to not take those days off and just get into a place like PSM where they have flexible hours, and it's good for college athletes to come in and just train.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions, together we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
At PSM Sports Therapy, recovery is more than getting you back to your sport. It's about building a stronger version of you. Our team of experts uses state-of-the-art technology to build personalized care plans that get you healthy and back in action safely. With no physician order needed, contact us directly to receive top-quality care exactly when you need it. Call 260-266-4007. Visit one of our Fort Wayne locations or go to psmsports.com to learn more.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at psmsports.com.
But now I got a whole lot of everything and I come from Snyder. And now the whole world gon' know my name and I used to have nothing. But now I got a whole lot of everything, that's why I come from Snyder. When I'm gone, the whole world gon' know my name. 12 years old, caught up in that street life. I was trying to sound harder than the street light.
Back here from Snyder High School at Kilmer Court, where Northrop showed up to play here and leads Snyder 27-18 in this rivalry matchup. Bruins looking really strong here early. Swin Jackson leading the way for Northrop. 13 points, has nailed a lot of three balls, and has been a big reason why this Northrop team is on top here. This Northrop team coming in at 8-6. They're coming off a second place showing in the Huntington North tournament where they beat Noblesville 70-48 and then lost to Whitco 56-61. And if it really came down to it, three-point shooting was going to be where Northrop was going to win this ball game. They shot 27% from the three-point line against Whitco and lost by 5. So you can see that Northrop really work into their strength, hitting the three ball. Williams Thomas has also contributed driving for this Northrop team, having 6 points here early. Second leading scorer. And for the Bruins, Marion Wiss with 3 points, Olivia Rice with 2 points, and Miley Waring with 2 points in the first half. For the Snyder Panthers, they've really struggled to get the offense going. Janiyah Cooper's led the way with 8 points, but really hasn't had a lot of touches for this Snyder Panthers team. 4 points also for Mackenzie White, 2 points for Izzy Ecke, 2 points for Gracie 2 points for Gracie Smith, and 2 points for Miley Hurst. Snyder has had a lot of missed opportunities, easy looks. Mackenzie White has had plenty of opportunities, has not made a shot from the field underneath. And so that's something that Snyder's going to look to clean up, and Coach Thorpe is going to try to harp on. Northrop's ran a little 2-3 zone, and it has really worked against the Snyder Panthers squad. We'll take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll have the second half of action in this rivalry matchup between 5-0 SAC squads here on SummitCitySports.com.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Back here from Kilmer Court, here on the campus of Snyder High School, getting ready for the start of this second half rivalry matchup between the Northrop Bruins and the Snyder Panthers. Snyder really looking to get going out of the gate. Struggled in that second quarter and even that first half. Really want to get Janiah Cooper the ball, and they're going to try to look to get Mackenzie White more looks inside. They've struggled from the field, and they're going to look to cut this lead and potentially take this lead here. Bruins looking to keep this up here and try to move to 6-0 in SAC play, and they really control their own destiny, and that might come down, if Northrop wins this game, it might come down to the season finale against Homestead. Snyder will host Homestead next week, so if they're able to get a win, that'll create a heck of a matchup next week. Again, Snyder not out of the race yet. There could be, if they win, if either team loses and one of them beats Homestead in their game, all three could tie for the conference lead. As Swin Jackson's going to pull a three ball immediately. That is way off the mark. Janaea Cooper comes away with the rebound, and the Panthers going to try to push in transition, and Cooper double dribbled. Carried it there. You can't do that. Well, that is something the officials will harp on. They'll keep an eye on those travels and those double dribbles. A North here, Oscar Harrison here with On Doing Camera. Thank you for joining us on this Friday night of high school hoops, as William Thomas missed the three ball. Earlier start than usual because of the IU-Oregon game, and there's a steal from Swin Jackson from behind, and Swin Jackson gets the steal. A little bit of pressure defense now for Snyder. It's worked to a degree for Snyder, but Northrop's figure out a way to get around it as there's a poke, as the ball is poked away by Williams Thomas. Good poke there by White. White gives it over to Gracie Smith, who turns it over. It's been sloppy here early, and Wiss comes away with it. Actually, Briley Day comes away with the steal. She gives it off to Wiss. Wiss going to try to slow the tempo down for Northrop here and run the offense. Give it over to Swin Jackson. Jackson tried getting it to Wiss, and it's going to be turned over. Swin Jackson committed to play at IU Indy next year, originally known as IUPUI, to play D1 basketball. Jackson avoids a travel, gets the ball out immediately. Three on the way by Day, no good. Rebounded by Olivia Rice, and she's going to get fouled. Foul on Mackenzie White. That'll be her second foul. Again, this Snyder team pretty deep, has a lot of players who are able to step up in roles if need be. And there's a little miscommunication there. Wiss pulls the three ball and can't get it to fall. So Northrop with some opportunities to extend the lead, unable to come away with anything that possession. And Snyder gives it off to Janaea Cooper. Cooper swings the ball around. Had Aki there for a second, but gives it over to Smith. Back to Cooper. Cooper drives, puts up the shot, and gets it to go. Janaea Cooper now up to 10 here in this ball game with 6 minutes left here to play. 5:59 left here. As Wiss asking for a screen, gets it over to Williams Thomas. Gives it over to Jackson, who pulls the triple and nails it. Swin Jackson's been hot from beyond the arc. She's up to 16. 4 threes here. And we're not even halfway done with the third quarter. 5:38 left to play, and there's another turnover for Snyder. Williams Thomas looking to push for the Bruins. She gives it over to Wiss. Wiss pulls it, gives it to Swin Jackson. Over to Day. Day pulls the mid-range two, and it makes it a 12-point ball game. Northrop has been obliterating Snyder here. We'll take a timeout, as Snyder does too, here on SummitCitySports.com.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at PSMSports.com.
So I tell the truth all the time, ain't got no sympathy for no. I admit that I'm rich and I'm lit. Jumping up on stages, I get 200 in the cage, but I ain't really the game up we make. Shut they trap down. They see how I made it, I'm the reason they won't rap now. See me out in traffic, make a hater pull his head down. Biggie's OG salute me, a stylist can't even style me. The robbers probably wanna get me on hopping out Lamborghinis. The youngest turn in my city, they try me, I get it cracked. Some of this still would happen if I never started rapping. My people don't.
Back here on SummitCitySports.com, 32-20 Northrop lead. It has been all Northrop here, and Snyder's looking for an answer. They have struggled mightily these last 2 quarters of play, and a lot of turnovers here early in this third quarter is not helping their cause. So we'll see what Reggie Thorpe draws up. They give the ball to Izzy Eki, who pulls the three. She can't get that to go, and Swin Jackson comes away with it, an opportunity for Northrop to extend their lead. Wiss pulls the triple. Can't get it. It's long. Rebounded by White. White pushes up ahead to Eki. Eki, Euros, and it got stripped away by Williams-Thomas. It almost looked like a foul there, but it looked like it was pretty clean there. Williams-Thomas drives around the defender, lost control of it, and Hurst comes away with the rebound, gives it up to Cooper. Cooper puts up the shot and gets it to fall. Cooper been the one bright spot for Snyder. 14 points here. We'll see if Snyder continues to work through her. It's a 10-point ball game. Both teams have had lots of opportunities to hit shots, but have missed a lot from the field. Snyder on the year averaging about 56 points a game offensively. Deep three by Day, no good. Offensive rebound, Williams-Thomas, and Williams-Thomas with the boards puts it up and in. Williams-Thomas has been a great asset inside the paint. 8 points here, all inside the paint. 3 on the way by Eki. That is short off the front of the iron. Rebound by Gracie Smith, gets it inside, and Mackenzie White will get her first points from the field. And Coach Katie Jackson is going to want to take a timeout, talk things over with her Bruins squad, as the Bruins have a 10-point lead against the Panthers here. We'll take a timeout, be back here on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Welcome back to SummitCitySports.com. 34-24. Northrop leads here. It's been all Northrop here so far as they lead by 10. Katie Jackson called a timeout, talked things over with her ball club, and that leads to a turnover. Hurst with the steal. Opportunity to put some points on the board, and she gets the bucket to fall. So Snyder looking to cut this lead back down, as that's Hurst's 4th point of the ball game. And ball tipped out by Snyder. Stay Northrop possession. Again, this Snyder team has beaten some good teams. They beat Norwell 73-61. Last time out, lost to Valpo by 10. So this Snyder team playing a little out of character here. Three on the way by Swin Jackson. Can't get that one to fall. It's brought in by Mackenzie White. White looking to push for the Snyder team. We're going to have a foul on Williams-Thomas with a little reach behind. Both these teams have been playing a little bit sloppy here. A lot of turnovers for both these teams and a lot of missed shots. Northrop's had a lot of opportunities to extend this lead, and vice versa. Snyder has had a lot of opportunities to cut into this lead. Snyder moves the ball around here. They give it over to Hurst on the right wing. Hurst gives it up to Brooklyn Robinson. Robinson over to White, who gives it off to Gracie Smith. Smith back over to Hurst. Hurst is going to drive behind the back, gets it inside to White. White bodies her way inside, gets it to go. That's another thing that Coach Thrart must have talked about. Get the ball inside to White. White missed a lot of her shots in the first half. And she's a big reason why this Snyder team is successful. Makes it 34-28 now. It'll stay Northrop possession after Maddie White bumping the ball out. Or Mackenzie White bumps the ball out. Maddie White checks in, though, for Mackenzie White. So we'll see how that changes things up for this Northrop offense. And defense, they get the ball up to Swin Jackson immediately, and Swin Jackson is going to miss the shot. Don't know what the call was there, but Snyder's going to take possession. With 2:20 here left in the third quarter, 34-28, Bruins lead. White gives it over to Smith, who passes the ball around. Robinson gives it over to Cooper. Cooper to Smith. Back to Cooper, guarded closely by Marion Wiss. Wiss they give it all to Hurst. Hurst is going to get called for a reach-in foul on Kamaya Morris. I believe that's going to be that'll be her first foul. Snyder will get Mackenzie White back into the ball game. And Coach Tharp needs to talk things over with his squad, so he'll take a timeout. We will also take a timeout and be back here on SummitCitySports.com.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays, and while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Here on SummitCitySports.com. 34-28, Northrop leads. Snyder with a little bit of momentum here. Have an opportunity to bring this game to a one-possession ball game again. Northrop has pulled away, but Snyder has really rallied back each time that Northrop has led. Northrop led as much as 12 here. So we'll see what the Northrop defense is able to do to hold this lead, and Snyder can see if the ball inside. Janaea Cooper puts up the shot, can't get that to fall. Good rebound there by White, and White bodies her way inside. That's what's gone the way of Snyder, and Mackenzie White's knocked down shots, and there's a turnover. Janaea Cooper thought about pulling the step back, can't get that to go. Gives it back to Cooper after a little pass to White. They get back over to Cooper. Cooper drives baseline, gets it tipped. Harris gives it over Smith. Smith pulls the three ball and nails it. 1 point ball game, Gracie Smith. Smith up to 5 points, and all of a sudden it's a 9-0 run for the Snyder Panthers. Coach Jackson not happy with her ball club, and she's going to want to take a timeout. Let's take a look at that on the Anderson Heating Air Conditioning replay real quick. Good little ball movement for Snyder. She calls a quick 30-second timeout. Hurst gives it over to Cooper. Cooper drove baseline, wide open with Smith. Smith pulled the 3 ball and nailed it. Makes it 34-33. Northrop down here after some sloppy possessions defensively and offensively. 9-0 run for the Panthers. One thing that's gone the way of Snyder has been Mackenzie White knocking down some buckets inside. 6 points from the field in the second half after having none in the first half. So White up to 10 points. Janaea Cooper leads the way with 12 points, leading all scorers for Northrop. Swin Jackson with 13. She's also not gotten going in the second half, and there's another turnover for Northrop. Coach Jackson looking not too pleased. Snyder with an opportunity to take the lead here. They get it inside to Robinson. Robinson guarded closely there by Williams-Thomas with under a minute left to play here in the third. Cooper with the dribble shot, no good off the back of the iron, off the top of the rim, top of the backboard. Janaea Cooper with the crossover step back, no good. And we have 51 seconds left. Northrop trying to find an answer here. It was once a 12-point ball game. Snyder's worked their way back into this. Williams-Thomas is going to get fouled. That's only the second team foul on Snyder, so it'll be Northrop basketball underneath. Again, we'll have the boys' game to follow here. About 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one. Williams-Thomas inside as Rice puts the shot up, no good. Waring is going to get the rebound. We're going to have a jump ball that will go Snyder, the way of Snyder. So that's a big jump ball. That'll flip it to Northrop possession arrow. But that means Snyder will probably get it back at the end of the quarter. 28 seconds left here. They get it inside to Mackenzie White. White bodies her way and gets it to fall. She is hot, and Snyder takes the lead. 8 points for Mackenzie White. Once she's gotten going, that's been all the difference. Long two is going to be no good by Briley Day, and Snyder with an opportunity before the end of the quarter here with 8 seconds left. They get to Hurst. Hurst dribbles baseline, gets it to White, and White is really hot. Gets the bucket to fall at the end of the quarter. 10 points in the third quarter for Mackenzie White. She's leading this Snyder team offensively now with 14 points. Man, oh man, Snyder back in business. Up 3 here as we go to the fourth quarter. We'll be back here on SummitCitySports.com.
Here, every athlete is one of one. Every day is an opportunity to improve, to become faster, stronger, healthier. That's our commitment. With elite training and expert care, we transform athletes by pushing through challenges and sharing every victory. PSM, you've got goals. We help you get there. Learn more at PSMSports.com.
So I tell the truth all the time, ain't got no sympathy for no. I admit that I'm rich and I'm lit. Jumping up on stages, I get 200 occasions, but I ain't really the game up we make. Shut they trap down. They see how I made it, I'm the reason they won't rap now. See me out in traffic, make a hater pull his hat down. Biggie's OG salute me, a stylist can't even style me. The robbers probably wanna get me on hopping out Lamborghinis. The Yankees turn in my city, they try me, I get it cracked. Some of this still would happen if I never started rapping. My people don't
13-0 run for Snyder. As we go to the fourth quarter, they lead by 3 after it was 1 point, a 12-point lead for Northrop. And you know why? Mackenzie White is heating up. 14 points for her on the game. 10 points in that third quarter, all from the field after she had no points from the field in that first half. Again, both these teams 5-0, and really the winner controls their kind of destiny as both teams await a matchup from Homestead. Snyder plays Homestead next week. 3 on the way by Rice, no good. Northrop has struggled from the field in this second half. Wiss thought about pulling it, decides against it, gives it over to Williams-Thomas. Williams-Thomas drives inside, and she's going to get fouled. So 2 free throws coming toward the way of Williams-Thomas. Winner will move to 6-0 and would have to just beat Homestead in the game that they play. To potentially win the SAC. Again, neither team out of it if in a loss, as that team could beat Homestead and there could be potentially a three-way tie, depending on how things fall. First free throw, no good by Williams-Thomas. Second one flies, is also good, So 1 for 2 from Williams-Thomas. Swin Jackson's been cold here for the Bruins. No points for her. Only 2 points in that third quarter for Northrop. 3 on the way by Smith. It's long as she airballed it. It'll be Northrop basketball. Snyder has put a little bit of pressure, full court defense, and that has forced some turnovers for Northrop. Rice gonna pull the 3, and she nails it. Big 3 there for Northrop as Northrop retakes the lead from an Olivia Rice 3 ball. Olivia Rice up to 5 points as Cooper pulls the 3, can't get the answer shot to go. It is going to be rebounded by Snyder. Hurst pulls it back. Gives it back to Gracie Smith. Smith over to Robinson. Robinson swings it back over to Gracie Smith. Smith gives it off to Hurst and is going to set the offense up. Robinson drives baseline, gets it over to Gracie Smith. 6:30 left here in the fourth. Hurst drives, Euros, gets it stripped away, and Northrop comes away with possession. 6:22 here as Williams-Thomas with it. Gets it over to Day. Day can't get the shot to go, and Snyder comes away with the rebound. A lot of missed opportunities for Northrop here. Hurst dribbles it around, gives it over to Smith. Smith inside of Janaea Cooper. Cooper gives it over to White. White puts the shot up, and she got fouled. She'll be heading to the free throw line for a pair. Swin Jackson's getting called for the foul. That'll be her first foul. First free throw up and good for Mackenzie White. That'll tie it up for the Panthers. One more to fall for the freshman. 15 points here early here for Mackenzie White. She nails both of them, so she's up to 16. Once she got going, that's when Snyder took the lead. Up 1, Snyder is with 6 minutes left here. Northrop has really struggled. The Snyder defense has really shut down Swin Jackson. She's going to pull the triple, and she can't get it to fall. Janaea Cooper with the rebound. Cooper looking to push for the Panthers to extend their lead. Cooper pulls it back, gives it over to Gracie Smith. Smith pulls the 3 ball, nails it. Gracie Smith with the 3 ball. Gives her 8 on the day. Almost an errant pass. Ball got stripped away there by Robinson. Northrop's got to push. Williams-Thomas up ahead to Day. Day gets the bucket up and good. Riley Day, 4 points here. 42-40. 5:15 left. Snyder swinging the ball around. Mackenzie Carter checks back in for the Panthers as White is taking a seat. So that means Janaea Cooper will have to fulfill that 5 role for the moment. Hurst drives inside, can't get it to fall. Poked out by Northrop. Northrop fans kind of wanted to travel there. It was really close, but it's going to stay Snyder basketball. Mackenzie White was going to check back in. It looks like she was cramping up a little bit. She had to come out and stretch. That's been the difference maker for the Panthers team. Northrop's really struggled at being able to defend her inside, and the ball's tipped. Williams-Thomas comes away with the steal. Williams-Thomas looking to push or take it herself. She'll put up the shot, and she draws the foul on Janaea Cooper. I believe that's going to be Cooper's 3rd foul. So Williams-Thomas opportunity to tie this ball game up Foul is on Janaea Cooper, her third foul. Williams-Thomas with 8 points here as she nails the first. One more to fall, and she hits it. So 10 points here for Williams-Thomas, and we have a tie ball game once again with 4:40 left here in this rivalry matchup. 42-42. This matchup is not only for blood, but it's whoever can take who will stay undefeated in the SAC. Cooper, good find, gets it inside to Robinson. Robinson couldn't get it to go, gives it over to Hurst. Hurst puts up the shot and nails it. Hurst hit it from the free throw line and gives Snyder a 2-point lead. This pressure defense has really gotten to Northrop as Wiss breaks it as they get around it. Williams-Thomas dribbles, gives it to Jackson. Jackson gets a screen, gives it over to Day, who pulls the long two, can't hit it. So Snyder, an opportunity to extend the lead. Gracie Smith has done Gracie Smith and Brooklyn Robinson have done a nice job guarding Swin Jackson, really holding her to not a lot of points this second half. They get inside to Cooper. Cooper bodies her way inside and gets the bucket to fall. May have been a little bit too much contact there, but refs didn't see it, and Snyder forces a turnover. Snyder with all the momentum, 3:37 left here. Northrop is struggling for an answer. Snyder holding their teams they play to 41 points a game. Northrop's at 42 right now. Meanwhile, Northrop's averaging 51 points a game. They are about 9 points short of that average right now. As they try to trap Robinson, Coach Tharp's going to take a timeout. We will too. We'll take a 30-second one here on SummitCitySports.com.
From the PSM Sports Therapy, and I have a message for college athletes. Don't let an injury slow you down while you're home from the holidays. At PSM Sports Therapy, we know athletes, and our team specializes in treating them. Whether you are recovering from surgery, dealing with a nagging injury, or just want to make sure your body is right for your upcoming season, take advantage of your break and schedule your sessions today. That way you can get back to campus feeling stronger than before. Check out our website at psmsports.com or call us at 260-266-4007 to get scheduled.
Back here on SummitCitySports.com from Snyder High School, where Snyder has a 4-point lead, 46-42, 3:11 left here. Northrop at one point had a 12-point lead, and Snyder ended the third quarter on a 13-0 run to give him the lead. And Snyder has a lot of momentum here. Northrop has struggled from the field this second half. And the reason is Swin Jackson's been very quiet tonight, only 16 points. Or got a busy first half, only 3 points in this second half. Snyder looks content running some offense and taking some time off this clock. Hurst drives right side, pulls it back. She's guarded by Swin Jackson. Almost crossed Jackson up there. Gives off to Robinson. Brooklyn Robinson gets it over to Janaea Cooper. And yeah, Snyder looks really content running clock. And at what point do you start fouling and trying to force a turnover? There is a turnover, and Northrop's going to take the possession. Northrop has 3 fouls to give with 2:25 left here. Snyder with 3 fouls to give. Williams-Thomas with it, picks up her dribble, gives it off to Swin Jackson. Jackson over to Wiss. Wiss is going to get, you're going to have a foul on Mackenzie White. Off the ball foul. That'll be White's third foul, so Cooper and Mackenzie White with 3 fouls. Something to watch potentially. Rice over to Swin Jackson. Jackson breaks the double team, puts up the shot, and can't get it to go. Swin Jackson has been hard, shots have been hard to fall for Swin Jackson here in the second half. And for Northrop in general. They thrive when they knock down shots. And when they do not knock down shot, it is a struggle. 1:50 left to play here. Waring is in for the Bruins to provide a little defensive spark. But Snyder really content running clock. So at what point, if you're Northrop, do you start trying to foul? And there is a foul right there on Hurst. Foul is on Jackson. Her second foul. Again, winner of this game will move to 6-0 in SAC play. Snyder leads up by 4. Snyder will have Homestead next week, who is the other undefeated team in the SAC. There's a trap. They get it over to White. It gives off to Hurst. Hurst gets inside of Cooper. They're going to pull it back, and I think if you're Northrop, you need to start fouling. Cooper puts up the shot. No good. Northrop's going to get the rebound. White's going to be called for her 4th foul. So one more foul for Snyder will put the Bruins at the free throw line. And Coach Katie White really wants to make, or Coach Katie Jackson wants to talk things over, make sure that her team gets this right in this crucial possession. We'll take one soon and be back here on SummitCitySports.com.
But I got a hold of everything and I come from Snider. And now the whole world gon' know my name. And I used to have nothing, but now I got a whole lot of everything. That's why I come from Snider. When I'm gone, the whole world gon' know my name. 12 years old, caught up in that street life. I was trying to sound harder than the street light. Ran the streets sometimes.
Back here on SummitCitySports.com. 46-42, 1:14 left to play. Northrop with possession. One more foul by Snyder will put Northrop at the free throw line. Northrop has struggled offensively in the second half. And I would think that they're going to try to get the ball in the hands of Swin Jackson for a 3. That's probably what Coach Katie Jackson drew up in the huddle. Instead, Williams-Thomas drives herself and gets stripped away by Snyder, so it'll stay Northrop basketball. Jackson's been in this business a long time, over 200 games coached by the Northrop head coach. Good pass, finds Swin Jackson underneath the basket, and there's a bucket up and good. So Swin Jackson up to 18 now, as Snyder breaks the press, and I think if you're Northrop, you need to start fouling. They get to Cooper, and now you need a foul if you're Northrop to cut some clock off. 48 seconds left here. No shot clock in Indiana high school basketball. 39 seconds left. They need a foul. Williams-Thomas tried going for the steal there. Fouled Cooper there. 2 more fouls will send Snyder to the free throw line. Fourth quarter here, 46-44. .36 seconds on the clock. Hurst gives it over to Cooper. Cooper, closely guarded there, avoids the foul, and they're going to get a foul there. 23 seconds left on the clock. One more foul will send Snyder to the free throw line, but they threw a lot of clock away there with that possession. The fourth team foul for Northrop. So one more foul will send the Panthers to the free throw line. Northrop really would want to foul quick here. Cooper to inbound. They get it inside to Robinson, and Williams-Thomas is going to foul. So that will be Williams-Thomas's 3rd foul, I believe. So that will send Robinson to the free throw line. Brooklyn Robinson, a 56% free throw shooter, has not hit a shot tonight, so she could get her first points on these crucial free throws. Riley Day's going to check in for the Bruins. On the year, Robinson only averaging 2.5 a game. She played some good minutes tonight guarding Swin Jackson as she misses the first. So it'll still be a one-possession ball game no matter what happens here. But Northrop, if on the miss, need to box out. Second one flies, and it's good by Robinson. 3-point ball game, Snyder leads. 47-44, 17 seconds on the clock. Northrop is going to get a timeout by Katie Jackson, and you got to think Jackson is going to try to draw up a play to her best shooter, Swin Jackson. That's Northrop's last timeout, and we'll take a quick one, too, and be back here on SummitCitySports.com.
From the PSM Sports Therapy, and I have a message for college athletes. Don't let an injury slow you down while you're home from the holidays. At PSM Sports Therapy, we know athletes, and our team specializes in treating them. Whether you are recovering from surgery, dealing with a nagging injury, or just want to make sure your body is right for your upcoming season, take advantage of your break and schedule your sessions today. That way you can get back to campus feeling stronger than before. Check out our website at psmsports.com or call us at 260-266-4007 to get scheduled.
We're back here on SummitCitySports.com from Snyder High School. Crucial possession here. Northrop down 3, 47-44 for the Bruins. Katie Jackson called her last timeout. Got to think they're going to try to get the ball in the hands of Swin Jackson. Jackson on the night, 18 points, leads the way for either side. If you're Snyder here, you could think about fouling, send Northrop to the free throw line. Interesting decision to see what Coach Thorpe does defensively. They get it to Wiss. Wiss guarded closely by Hurst with 10 seconds on the clock, and there's going to be a foul. So that'll send Wiss to the free throw line for a pair. Be Hurst's third foul, so not a bad decision there for Snyder and Coach Thorpe. Katie Jackson's going to talk with her team real quick. As big free throws here from Aaron Wiss. Wiss in and out for the first. Wiss only a 46% free throw shooter. So it's a crucial here for Northrop. Second free throw goes, and it's in. 47-45. Northrop can't call a timeout. You got to think Northrop's going to foul immediately. Actually, Coach Thorpe's going to take a timeout to talk things over with his squad. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take one, too, and be back here on SummitCitySports.com.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Game day, the moment athletes live for, the intensity, the passion, the unforgettable plays. And while you focus on the game, Watermark Sports Photo captures the memories. From the heart-pounding action to the game-winning score, our game day photos make your athlete the star. But we don't stop at game day. With our Sportrait sessions together, we dream up poses and take your athlete's story to the next level. Serving Northeast Indiana and Northwest Ohio, from colleges to high schools and club sports, moments fade, but the memories last forever. Watermark Sports Photo, where every shot is legendary.
Back here on SummitCitySports.com. Crucial possession here. Northrop down 2, Snyder to inbound. Janae Cooper inbounds, gives it to Hurst, back to Cooper, and they need a foul, and we are going to get a foul there. Wiss fouled, so that sends Janae Cooper to the free throw line. Cooper, a 73% free throw shooter on the year. She's the gal you want at the free throw line if you're Snyder. 6 seconds left on the play clock. Cooper can ice this ball game with 2 free throws here. Northrop at one point led as much as 12, and Snyder cut the lead and took it, and now lead by 3. First free throw up and good for Cooper. She's up to 15. Second one flies, good. Northrop needs a quick bucket. They give it over to Wiss. Wiss is going to pull the three herself and banks it in. Doesn't have a timeout to do anything with, and that will end the ball game. Snyder wins the ball game 49-48 after a massive 13-0 run to end the third quarter. And Snyder is going to pull this one out and move to 6-0 in SAC play. What a performance there for the Snyder Panthers. Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game. We're going to give it to Mackenzie White. She turned it up in that second half. 16 points on the night for Snyder. 12 of those in the second half. Really, once she was able to knock down shots inside, it was all Snyder, and that is how it wraps up. Snyder will have a crucial game next week against Homestead. Likely will be the game of the week for the area. Hope you stick with us here. Snyder Northrop boys game coming up next, and we'll be back here for Aid North and Oscar Harrison here on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.